African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 8th of August, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the 22nd, 25th Mechanized Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, the 36th Marine Brigade, the 88th, 103rd, 123rd Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Zuravka, Belovati, Unikovka in the Sumy region, Vovchansk in the Kharkiv region, and Derino in the Kursk region. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 415 servicemen, 4 tanks, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, 14 armored personnel carriers, 12 pickups, 3 152mm D-20 howitzers, 2 122mm D-30 howitzers, and 2 Bukovlad electronic warfare stations. Units of the West Group of Forces improved their tactical position, defeated the formations of the 14th, 44th, 67th, and 116th Mechanized, 3rd Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 110th and 241st Territorial Defense Brigades, the 1st National Guard Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Sinkovka, Petropavlivka, Novoegorovka, Tabievka in the Kharkiv region, Stelmakovka in the Luhansk People's Republic, Novosadov in the Donetsk People's Republic. The counterattack of the assault group of the 116th Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine was repelled. The enemy lost more than 460 servicemen, an infantry fighting vehicle, a Cossack combat armored vehicle, a U.S.-made Max Pro armored vehicle, 13 vehicles, a U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, a 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery unit, 3 122mm D-30 howitzers, 2 Czech-made Vampire MLRS combat vehicles, and a Bukovlad electronic warfare station. 2 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Southern Group of Troops took up more advantageous lines and positions. They defeated the manpower and equipment of the 23rd, 24th, 67th Mechanized, 5th and 10th Assault, 10th Mountain Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in the areas of the settlements of Chasov Yar, Grigorovka, Ostro, Ivanodaryevka, and Vyemka of the Donetsk People's Republic. 2 counterattacks of the 5th Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were repelled. The enemy lost up to 660 servicemen, 2 armored personnel carriers, including a U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carrier, 9 vehicles, 2 U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzers, 2 155mm self-propelled artillery units, a Polish-made Crab and a UK-made AS-90, a UK-made 155mm howitzer FH-70, a 152mm D-20 gun, 2 122mm D-30 howitzers, a UK-made 105mm L-119 gun, and 2 Enclave-N electronic warfare stations. Units of the Center Group of Forces continue to conduct active operations and have defeated formations of the 1st Tank, 31st, 32nd, 117th Mechanized, 95th Airborne Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 109th and 111th Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Nikolaevka, Tarasovka, Toretsk, Grodovka, and Panteleimonovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. 2 counterattacks by assault groups of the 25th Airborne and 142nd Infantry Brigades of the enemy have been repelled. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 360 servicemen, a Spartan armored personnel carrier made in the UK, 3 armored combat vehicles, 8 cars, a 155mm M777 howitzer made in the US, a 152mm Giant B cannon, and a 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery unit. Units of the East Group of Forces improved the position along the forward edge, defeated the manpower and equipment of the 72nd Mechanized, 58th Motorized Infantry Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in the areas of the settlements of Vodyanoye and Ugledar of the Donetsk People's Republic. A counterattack by an enemy assault group was repelled. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 105 servicemen, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, 10 vehicles, a British-made FH-70 towed 155mm howitzer, Polish-made Crab and US-made Paladin self-propelled artillery units, a US-made M198 155mm howitzer, and a US-made and /TPQ-50 counter-battery radar. 2 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted defeat on formations of the 128th Mountain Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 35th Marine Brigade and the 124th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Stepnogorsk in the Zaporizhia region, Novotyazhinka and Antonovka in the Kherson region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 110 servicemen, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, 7 cars, a 152mm Jiatsin-B gun, 3 152mm D-20 howitzers, a 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery unit, a 105mm L-119 howitzer made in Great Britain, and 2 Bukovel-AD electronic warfare stations. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the Russian armed forces groups inflicted damage on unmanned aerial vehicle assembly shops, concentrations of enemy manpower and military equipment in 164 districts. Air defense systems shot down a MiG-29 aircraft of the Ukrainian Air Force and also destroyed 12 US-made HIMARS rockets and 80 unmanned aerial vehicles, including 21 outside the Special Military Operation Zone. In total, since the beginning of the Special Military Operation, the following have been destroyed: 636 aircraft, 278 helicopters, 29,402 unmanned aerial vehicles, 563 anti-aircraft missile systems, 16,937 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,398 multiple launch rocket systems, 12,976 field artillery pieces and mortars, 24,528 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.